Without wasting time, let's see how we can make this animation in free version of Davinci Resolve. Open Edit page of Davinci Resolve. Create a new Fusion composition and add it onto the timeline. You can change its length according to your requirement. Now open this clip in Fusion page. So, I am adding this clip to the left preview window to use it as a reference. And in the right preview window, you will see what I am creating now. Let's start with a background having a paper effect. Just search paper in the search box and it will be in these templates. Connect this to the media out, and just pause the video and note and use these values for making exactly same background. Now add a background node. We will create this blue circle. So add an ellipse mask to the background node. You can see the circle. Now we need to connect the width and height parameter together, because changing them independently will spoil the shape of the circle. So, right-click on the height, and click on Expression. Now connect it to the width, as shown in the video. You can see both are connected with each other. So, change the size as you want. Now we will create this green part of the circle. Just do the same process to add another circle. Add a background node. Add an ellipse mask to the background. Connect the width and height parameter together. And change its color to green by selecting its background node. Now you can see the second ellipse. Now if we uncheck this solid option, we can change its size from this border width option and main options also. You can use this length option to control the length. Now select this first cap style option and see the effect. Play with these options to get the required shape. Zoom to see the corner correctly. You can click on these three dots and hide the controls from here. Now you can see better and fix this corner. Don't forget to enable the Show Control option after you have made the required shape. Now you can use the length option to animate the circle. For example, bring the playhead on the frame where you want to start the animation and add a keyframe on length parameter with value of 0. Bring the playhead to the ending point and change the length to 0.25. You can see the animation. Always remember, if 0 means 0% and 1 means 100%. You can type 0.1 for 10% and 0.15 for 15% and so on. Sorry, I forgot to change the color of this circle to blue. You can change it from this background node. Now it's time to add this white border. We will add this behind this green part of the circle. Let me make some space here. Now copy this ellipse node and paste instance of this node. Paste instance means, if we paste instance of any node, and if we make any change to the original node, the new node will change automatically. So, add a background node, connect the output of the ellipse node to the blue triangle of this background. And merge it here. Firstly, change its color to white. Now select the ellipse node. We cannot see this because it is behind the green part of the circle. Right-click on the width and then click on de-instance. Similarly, de-instance the height. De-instance means we have disconnected these parameters from the main node. Now if we increase the width, we can see the border. Let's talk about the number counter. Firstly, add a text node. Now right-click on this text node, then click on Edit Controls. If you want to learn in detail, I will make a separate video, just check video section of this channel. And for now just type the word counter here in the box. And select text in the page options. Enable this integer option. Then type 100 in the maximum range box. Then select the slider control, then click on OK. This will create a new control called counter, here in the bottom. Now right-click here in the blank area where we normally type the text. and click on expression. Now if we connect it to the counter like this, we can move this slide to change the counter and also animate it as we want. Now if you want to add %sign next to the counter, it is little bit complicated. Because if we add another text node, then type any symbol. For example, this % symbol. Let me change its location first. So, you will see the numbers will overlap the % when we increase the number. So you have to keep some gap between them. We can solve this problem. So, let's delete this extra stuff and type this expression in this box. I will provide this expression in the description box of this video, and you can copy and paste that expression. This will solve our problem. Moreover, you can use it in many other ways also. I will explain that in another separate video. So, coming back to the topic. Now it is very simple to animate this counter option. Just add a keyframe where you want to start the counter and set its value to 0. And move the playhead where you want to end the animation and increase the value as you need. For example, here we need 25%. So, you can see the animation looking fine. Let's talk about how we can use images in pie chart. Just add the image here after this merge node. It should be on top of all of the images. Now in the merge node, we can adjust location. Now if we add any mask to the merge node, we will see this flag image only inside the mask. You can see here in the left preview window. The flag is only visible where the mask is of white color. I am deleting this mask, this was only for demonstration. Now see this ellipse 2 mask that we have used to make green part of the circle. Just add its output to the blue triangle of this merge 5 node. Now you can see the flag image is visible only in the green part of the circle. Similarly, we can add the world map image, but it should not be on top of all of the previous images. If you remember, we had used the merge 1 for the blue circle. So, we have to add our world map image after this merge 1. Now, simply use the output of ellipse 1 as a mask of our world map image. And you can see it is only visible inside the blue circle. You can change its location and size from this merge node. Finally, you can add the other texts, which is very easy. And, to animate this line, just use this right on option. Set this value to 0 where you want to start the line. And set this value to 100 where you want to complete the line. Moreover, if you want to hide this global GDP text before the 20th frame, you can animate the blend option by selecting its merge node. Just animate the blend to 100 at the frame 20 and 0 at the frame 19. Similarly, animate the counter also. At last, to make scale up animation of the blue circle, just animate the width and height of the ellipse node. Add keyframes on the width on the 20th frame, so that its size remains same at this frame. Now go few frames back, and decrease its size to 0. We just need to animate the width only because we have used expression to connect the height parameter to the width parameter. you can see the animation. And if you don't understand any part of the video, please let me know in the comments, so I can improve it in future. See you in another tutorial. Thanks for watching.